Dearest self, look, I'm not going to beat around the bush here. I'm going in, all in, right toward the truth. So you better sit down and take a deep breath. You've got to stop punishing yourself for being who you are. I know you don't know it because I'm the wisest part of you, your purest part, the soul inside you. So I can see the pain that's blocking access to me and our direct connections. And it's high time I spoke in a frank way so that you can see how extraordinary you are. Seriously, imagine a rainbow or a shooting star thinking it weren't beautiful, exquisite to behold, or were unworthy of being experienced in all of its glory. Come on, how often do you really see a shooting star? Not often enough, I'd say. But they're so beautiful and admired because they're rare. Like precious gemstones are rare. And expensive bottles of wine, those are rare too. The trouble is, you were taught rare was negative. Like a steak that's not cooked enough. So if you eat it, you might get some diseases. But that's not you. You are not a rare piece of meat. Maybe a rare cut. Okay, but not the kind that's raw. So I've got some beef with you because you've been so busy thinking you're less than, when you're not only more than, you're a rare commodity. And I don't know how to emphasize that enough for you to fully take in the deepest meaning. So, you're getting 2 copies of this letter. One to read now and a fresh copy to read in 3 months. Because by then, you'll hear these same words with a totally different connotation, and you'll feel like it's conveying a completely different message. That's the beauty of working with energy and talking from the point of view of your soul. I know how to weave the truth together for you in bite-sized pieces so you can digest them. Otherwise, you'd be oversaturated and feel like you can't take any of it in. So, I'm going to tell you a story. There was this man. He was unlike any other man, and he fell in love with this woman. In his mind, she was extraordinary, unlike anyone he'd ever met. She wasn't like his family, because she was kind, caring, and devoted to her kids. She knew how to touch his soul in a way he didn't even know was possible. To this man, she was the moon, the sun, and the stars. But he had pain. So much pain that he had calluses, which prevented him from telling her that she was like a shooting star who came into his life at just the right moment to uplift his soul. He knew it, and she could feel it. But over time, his pain began to harden his heart to the way it once was. And the more pain he experienced, the harder it felt for her to connect to him. Do you know what the woman did? Eventually, she shut him out and didn't even know it happened. She forgot she was a shooting star, that she was always unique and one of a kind. And when she forgot that, the torch of her love, which was melting his heart so easily with the purest love known, started to turn her heart into something it wasn't. But the beauty of her heart couldn't be hidden forever. In fact, the purity inside could only hide for short bursts of time. The only thing she needed to remember was simple. She was always a shooting star. Love was always her guide. It led her through the darkest of times because she knew how to love. She knew how to show up. And she knew what not love was. So how did this precious woman create a change for herself to allow the love inside her out? She reminded herself of the truth, that love was safe. And the more she let the love inside herself be revealed, the more it powerfully brought joy with it. Just like the shooting star she always was and would be. The truth never changed. Only her perception did. Self, you are a shooting star. With my deepest love, please remember, I am always with you. I am your soul self, here to remind you of the purity of love you were born knowing. And so it is.